Hello and welcome to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here at Beverly High School for this NEC North and South interdivisional game between the Beverly Panthers and the visiting Salem Witches. Thank you for joining us, everybody, on BevCam. My name is Alex Saluco, and I am making my return after about 3 years. It feels like 50 after looking at the roster and remembering all the games that I've called here at Beverly High School, and none more exciting than Beverly in Salem. Growing up in Beverly, it's always been a pleasure to play Salem a few times a year and always been more of a pleasure to beat them because, let's just face it, Beverly's always been a little better, especially in volleyball here. Let's go through the record. The last 8 meetings, Beverly has won 6 of those. They're 6-2 in the last 8 meetings. The last 4 home meetings for Beverly, 4-0. So Beverly likes their chances here on their home court. Beverly coming in at 1-1, 0-1 in the conference. That win coming in their last game against Stoneham, they won at home here 3-1. They lost their season opener at Marblehead on Wednesday the 6th. That was in 3 straight sets. So Beverly looking to go on a little streak here before they get to play Salem again next week and get into some tougher games with Danvers and Peabody. Now, on the Salem side, as I said, they are 2-1, 1-1 in the conference. They lost to Juggernaut, seems to be every year, Peabody, 3-0 in that first game. That was at home for Salem. And then they went on the road to Everett, beat them in 5 sets. Must have been an exciting game. And then they won their second straight at home against Lynn English. So 2 NEC wins for this squad here, the Salem Witches. Over the past 4 years, Beverly, over the past 3 years, I should say, they've taken a step back. They were a powerhouse about 4 years ago. Over the last 4 years, their overall record is 36-40, but they have a conference record that is above 500, that 33-28 at home over the past 4 years. They're 18-18. That's a stalemate. Now, Salem on the other side, 31-43 over the past 4 years in the conference, losing record, 12 games under 500. That's 20-32. And on the road, not as bad as you'd think. 16-20 in road games, this Salem women's or girls volleyball team. Coach Padavani getting her squad ready, as well as Craig Massey. Going to go through the starters here momentarily. Beverly roster looks like this. Sydney Wiley, number 1, the setter. Number 2, Katie Noonan. Number 3, we have Kate Mulligan. Avery Bearer, another setter and outside hitter. She's number 4. Number 5, Delaney Sprague. She's playing middle. Maddie Cassidy, number 6. Number 7, Brianna Snow. She'll play libero this evening. Ellie Brown, defensive specialist, number 9. Number 10, Claire Knott. Number 11, Sophie McGarrigle. Number 12, Julia Gebhardt, the setter. Transfer from Hamilton Wenham. Already a quick leader on this Beverly team. And number 16, Mariana Ellis. So starting for Beverly, looks like it's going to be Gebhardt, Ellis, Noonan, Snow, Mulligan, and I believe McGarrigle. Also, we're having trouble with our graphics this evening, so there will be no scoreboard on the screen. I will just have to tell you every time, and I like to hear myself talk, so that won't be a problem. Starting for Salem, it's going to be Star Thomas. Libero is going to be Sandra Agno. Also have Emily Nikolopoulos, Kristen Naberkowski, Rosemary Ruchinuk, and Serena Ross. Salem looking to go on a 3-game win streak. Beverly looking to go on a 2-game win streak. Both teams coming off wins. These teams will play each other again next Tuesday. That'll be in Salem. Bit of a home and home with a week off in between. Gebhardt's going to start the first set with a service for the Panthers. Serve comes. Libero elects to let it go. Point Witches. One seemed to be pretty close. Already a substitution for Salem. It's going to be number 8. Kristen Nabrakowski coming in to serve. First serve, first touch by the libero, Snow. Set for the middle. The attack's going to land in front of a diving Star Thomas for the first point for Beverly. That one came from Kate Mulligan. She gets credited with the kill. Assist is going to go to Gebhardt. Serve from Beverly. Off the point's going to hit the net. Serve came from number 6, Maddie Cassidy, the outside hitter. Another substitution for Salem, and I think that's going to be a trend here. Craig Massey subbing early and often. It's going to be Trinity Myers, the junior outside hitter, serving for the Witches. Again, the Witches haven't won here in this field house in the past 4 years. Good return from Beverly. Third attempt from Salem. That was Magicomo, junior outside hitter. Can't get it over. 2-2 in the first set. Serving is going to be Kate Mulligan. She was credited with the first kill of Beverly's night. See what she can do on this service. Her serve hits the net. 2 straight, actually 3 straight serves for Beverly. Not making it past the net, she'll come out. Libero will come in. Again, that's number 7, Brianna Snow. Libero for the Witches. We'll serve this. Agno goes off. 1 libero and out. 4-2 lead in the first set for Salem now. Again, sorry about no scoreboard. Having a little bit of graphic problems, but we'll have it fixed for Friday. Another serve from Agno. Ellis is going to watch that one go out. 4-3. Beverly trailing in this first set. Now serving is going to be Katie Noonan. Noonan trying to be the first Panther to successfully get their serve over the net. Sets up, successful. First touch by the libero. Gets towards the net, sent over quickly, and miscommunication by the Panthers leads to a campfire and a point for Salem. 5-3, they lead in the first set. I believe that was number 19, Magicomo, who sent that one over quickly, catching Beverly team off guard. Expecting another hit, but came a little quick as the Witches serve sails directly into the net. That came from Serena Ross. Ellis will come out. In her place will be Sophie McGarrigle. Coming in to serve. Serve from McGarrigle. Handled by the libero. Sent over. That one's going to hit the scoreboard, and the rules here in the field house hits the scoreboard up there, up top. That huge, massive, unneeded thing that makes it feel like Jerry World here in Dallas. Hits that. Point goes the other team. It's considered out of bounds. 5-5. McGarrigle serving for the Panthers. Continuing this service. Sent over on the third. First touch by Snow. It's set up for a nice outside attack. The point's going to go to Beverly and Maddie Cassidy. She'll get credited with that kill. 6-5, Beverly lead in the first set. McGarrigle serving again. Third attempt from Salem. Barely made it over. Sprague quickly reacts and gets a kill for Beverly as well. 3 straight points for the Panthers as Sprague saw the opening there and took it. No Witches over on the left side of that court. She buried it as McGarrigle buries it into the net. Her service ends, but not before Beverly strings a few points in a row. Another substitution for Salem. Magicomo coming out. Serve's going to come from Salem. They trail 7-6 in the first set. That serve's going to land inbounds. Noonan let that one go. 7-7 now, all tied up. It's going to be an ace for number 10 on Salem. Not on my roster, but an ace for her nonetheless. First touch by Libero going all the way up. Sent over by Gebhardt. She's going to get the point for Beverly. They take the lead 8-7 now. I believe that was Serena Ross trying to make the play on the far side. Gebhardt with her first kill of the night to go along with her 2 assists. Serve from Libero sailing way out. She definitely lifts. Ball right back to Salem. 8-8 now in the first set. Serve coming. Noonan first to touch it. Gebhardt to the outside. Lofted over in front of a diving Salem defender. Another point for Maddie Cassidy. Her second kill of the evening. Third assist from Gebhardt. Beverly leads now 9-8 as Gebhardt will serve. Serves from the right side. Touch immediately sent out of bounds by number 13 Star Thomas on the Witches, so an ace there for Gebhardt. Another serve from the Hamilton-Wenham transfer, sent immediately back and sent right back. Another point for Beverly. Kate Mulligan posting up there in the middle, rocketing that one off the hands of a Salem player. I believe that was number 13 again. Star Thomas making 2 crucial errors in a row. Beverly now leading 11-8. Another serve from Gebhardt. Off of the libero for Salem, and another ace and another point. So Gebhardt, her service is going so well. 4 straight points. Salem coach Greg Massey is going to call timeout here. And Julia Gebhardt, I've heard a lot about her, the transfer from Hamilton-Wenham. She's as advertised so far. 3 kills, 3 assists, 2 aces. Good timeout called here by Coach Craig Massey. His team quickly 5 points let up in a row from Beverly, sprung by this run Julia Gebhardt's on during this service. As I said, 2 straight aces, 3 kills for her, 3 assists also. As Beverly takes the court again, riding this service from Gebhardt. Salem out there as well, and Massey probably trying to talk to his players, get them to calm down. 3 really unforced errors there, mental mistakes that could have been avoided in this service from Gebhardt, but she'll try to continue. Her team leading 12-8 in the first set. Thomas first to touch it. And her and Agno The libero for Salem again, miscommunication. It's been Thomas and Agno that's really been shooting Salem in the foot in this set. Last 4 points, all really because of them. As Gebhardt gets it over again, looking to continue this, and the fourth hit from Salem comes from Cecilia Hodges, hits the net. 14-8 now for Beverly, and Gebhardt's on a roll with these Panthers. The serve, libero first to get there. It's going to be Hodges try to loft it over. First touched by Beverly. Nice little loft there. Salem doing a good job trying to get it over. They do. Snow, Gebhardt, Noonan. Surprised that wasn't a foul call there. Libero doing everything she can. Snow couldn't reach it. So finally the Gebhardt service for the Panthers comes to an end. Beverly still leads 14-9, however, in this first set. Serving now for the Witches is going to be Kristen Nabrkowski. Her serve hits top of the net, trickles down on her own side. Ball right back to Beverly as Ellis will re-enter. Her and McGarrigle seem to be trading places. Second time they've done that. Keeping Ellis towards the front of the net, McGarrigle towards the back. Seems to be what Coach Padavani wants to do, as that serve goes right off of Thomas's face. Going to be an ace for Maddie Cassidy to go along with her 2 kills. Three aces for the Panthers tonight. 1 from Cassidy, as you just saw. 2 coming from Gebhardt on that last service. Third attempt is sent over. Snow there. Gebhardt to Ellis on the outside. Tough set. She has to reset her entire body, but she gets it over. Good wherewithal in the air from Ellis to adjust her body there. Kill in the middle, or the kill attempt, squandered by Salem. Tried to be dug out there by Cassie, but the point's going to go to Salem. 16-10 now in the first set. Beverly by far playing like the better team, but a lot of these points for the Panthers came off that one service from Gebhardt, and there were a lot of mistakes from Salem also, you need to point out, in that service. Particularly from the libero Agno and Star Thomas. Snow's there, Gebhardt to Ellis on the outside, lofts it over. Libero chasing it down, but the point's going to go to Beverly. Kill credited to Mariana Ellis. Ellis's first kill on the evening. Now serving will be Kate Mulligan. 2 kills of her own. Her team leading 17-10 in this first set over the Witches. Again, Beverly winning 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two squads. Each of the last 4 at home. As that point will go to Salem. I believe that was Noonan who hit it on the near side. Senior captain Sandra Agno. Libero. Nice low serve. Noonan on the outside, setting it up for Gerhardt. She gets it over, but she's going to be whistled there. I believe for a center line penalty. Point to Salem, and the service continues for the senior libero. Ellis there sends it right back. Third attempt sent right over. Snow first there, Ellis now. Gonna have to be sent over by Gebhardt. She gets it over. Good volley here. Salem trying to catch them off guard. This one set up for Sprague in the middle. Another kill for her. Another assist for Gebhardt. Gebhardt to Sprague. We're going to be saying that a lot this season, I feel like. Sprague doesn't necessarily have the vertical, but her arms are long enough to wait on it, and she's a tall girl as it is. Doesn't necessarily need to be getting up off the floor all that much to still get a good angle driving down on the ball. Serve coming from Ross. Ellis lets that go right out, right in front of her. Ball right back to Beverly. Ellis will exit. And McGarrigle will enter. McGarrigle will serve. 19-13 in the first set. Beverly leading Salem. Set up for the middle. McGarrigle there first. Gebhardt set up for Sprague. Kept alive by Salem nicely. Noonan, Gebhardt, Cassidy on the outside. Kept up by the libero. Beverly with some good kill attempts here as Gebhardt just gets that over on the third try. Good volley from both teams. Gebhardt to the outside. Cassidy trying to get it over. It hits the antenna. It's out of bounds. 19-14 now as Salem creeps up a little bit more. Substitution for Salem, number 10 in. Again, not on my roster. And Emily Magicomo. She'll exit. And her serve going straight out. 20-14 lead now for the Panthers as Sprague exits. And Kate Mulligan enters. Serving for Beverly is going to be the libero. Snow with the jump serve. Again, sailing out of bounds. I believe that's the second time tonight that's happened. 20-15 now lead for Beverly. Beverly trying to pull away here. Try to win this first set. And not a very smart play there from Katie Noonan. Saw it the whole way, and at the last second, for some reason, went for it. Right behind the end line. And maybe remembering that last play, not trying to go in there too quickly. Coach Padavani going to call a timeout. 20-17 lead now for Beverly, but weird series of plays for Beverly and Katie Noonan as that first play. She waited on it, looked like she was going to let it go, and it was going out of bounds, clearly. Drops her fist down, hits it, points Salem, and then the very next play, maybe having that doubt in the back of her mind of what just happened there, waited on it a little bit too much and didn't even make an attempt at it in a ball that was clearly in play. 40 seconds left in this timeout. Beverly leading 20-17 in this first set. Noonan's going to stay out there. Padavani going to leave her out. She's out there with Cassidy, Snow, Mulligan, McGarrigle, and Gebhardt. Serve coming from the Witches. Snow's the first there. Gebhardt to Cassidy on the outside. Her attack kept up, sent immediately back. Nice dig there by Noonan. Dug out by Salem, kept up. Point's going to go to Beverly. Unforced error from this Salem front line. 21-17 now. Beverly 4 points away from taking the first set. And who do you like better serving this at this point than Julia Gebhardt, having that long service earlier in this first set that included 2 aces. Coach Padavani going to talk to Noonan now on the sideline. Says, Gebhardt, another ace. That's her third. 22-17 now. Salem's last attempt at getting it over. They get it. Snow. Gebhardt, another set for Cassidy on the outside. Gets past a double block. Now that double block doesn't go against the hit count, but doesn't matter if he can't get it over in 3. Another point for Beverly, 23-17. Good job by Cassidy. Showed a lot of power getting that attack through the double block over the Salem defense. And that's going to sail out of bounds. 23-18 Beverly lead. As entering the game to serve will be number 8 for Salem, Christian Napier-Kowski. Her serve. A lot of confusion there as Cassidy's initial hit seemed to be deflected in the air by one of those hoops. Gebhardt had a hard time finding it, and Snow couldn't get over on the third try. That's going to land in bounds. It's an ace for Napier-Kowski and the Witches. They come to within 3 in this first set. It's 23-20. Napier-Kowski, the serving specialist, will serve that one into the net. So Beverly now with set point as Mariana Ellis will come in for McGarrigle. Serving set point is Maddie Cassidy. 1 ace tonight. 2 kills as that ball goes into the net. Ball back to Salem, 24-21 now. Beverly letting Salem hang in there in this first set. Coach Padavani probably wanted this over about 5 minutes ago. Beverly had the firepower with Gebhardt serving to finish off the service, but Salem hanging in the first set. That serve's going to sail out of bounds. Beverly takes the first set of a score of 25-21. They're going to switch sides now. Stats from that first set, unofficial. Kate Mulligan for Beverly, 2 kills. Delaney Sprague also with 2 kills. Cassidy with 2 and an ace. Mariana Ellis with a kill of her own. And Julia Gebhardt, so far the MVP of this game. 4 assists to go along with 3 aces and a kill. Few minutes in between sets here. Going to go through the Beverly High School sports schedule. Got a few games coming up. It is fall season. Cross country has a meet in Everett on Friday. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Excuse me, that's home. It's versus Everett. Girls volleyball will also be playing again on Friday, 5:30. That's going to be versus Medford here in the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. Football is also going to be playing this weekend. They're going to be playing on Friday. That's going to be at Gloucester, a beautiful New Balance field. Beverly Sports looking to take a step forward this year. Let's look at the Beverly schedule for the foreseeable future. Now, I mentioned we're going to be playing against Medford on Friday. That's going to be here. It's going to be broadcasted live on BevCam Channel 22 at 5:30. We're also going to be playing Salem again. That's going to be in Salem, though, however, next Tuesday. Home and home for these two. Again, Beverly winning 6 of the last 8 meetings. Both teams getting ready to retake the court for the second set. Beverly winning the first 25-21. Julia Gebhardt having herself a day. 3 aces, 1 kill, 4 assists. Beverly now taking the court. Noonan out there with Sprague, Ellis, Gebhardt, Mulligan, and Cassidy. For Salem, it's going to be Naperkowski, along with Rubchanuk. Star Thomas also out there. Serena Ross, Trinity Myers, and Brianna Sano, don't you know? One of the captains on this team is Sano, along with the libero Sandra Agno is about to come in as well. The liberos enter, and Napier-Kowski is going to get ready to serve for the first time in this second set. Salem's going to start it off. Napier-Kowski, she had an ace in that first set. First touch by Snow. Gebhardt sets it up in the middle. Falling back is Mulligan, resulting in a point for Beverly. Mulligan getting another kill there, her third of the evening. Quick substitution as Napier-Kowski couldn't handle that for the Witches. Jump serve from Cassidy. Thomas to Agno. Thomas calling for it. She sends it over. Snow first to touch it. Gebhardt sends it right over. Right back to Snow. Gebhardt again. Ellis sends it over now. Set up for the middle attack. That was from Rubchanuk. Sent over past the double block. Believe that was the libero Snow. Going to be her first kill of the evening. Past the double block nonetheless. Cassidy serving. 2-0 lead in the second set for her Beverly squad. Agno digs it out. Sent over by Thomas. Cassidy first on the scene. Gebhardt sets it up on the outside for Noonan. She drops it. Thomas there to get it. Sent over. Gebhardt setting it up. This time for Mulligan. Nice diving stop by Agno. She keeps it alive. Sent back over. Great volley here from both sides. Gebhardt sets it up again. This time for the libero. Looking for the corner. She can't paint it. She's not Picasso or Van Gogh. 2-1 lead for Beverly in this second set. Long volley for the third point of this set. Results in the first Witches point. Dug out by Snow. Sent over by Ellis. Salem on the return. And miscommunication right at the net. It was Ross and Rubchanuk looking at one another, thinking either of them were going to get it. Drops right in between them as Sprague comes in for the libero. Going to be Mulligan serving for the Panthers. 3 kills for her tonight unofficially. Set for the middle, sent over. Cassidy first there, hitting the basketball hoop. Sent over nicely by Ellis. Good play by Mulligan to react to the basketball hoop up there, but Cassidy couldn't dig that one out. 3-2 lead now for Beverly. They still lead in this second set. Salem trailing 1-0. Beverly won that first 25-21. Haven't heard much from Gebhardt in this second set. Really the player of the entire game so far. In that first set, she had 3 aces, a kill, and 4 assists. Barrow keeps it up. Cassidy sends it sky high. Ellis got to send it over. She does nicely. And that attack from the Salem captain, Sano, sails far beyond that end line. Beverly getting credit for that point. 4-2 now. Noonan, who had a couple mistakes towards the end of that first set. She'll serve for the Panthers. Sano bumps it up. Tried to be sent over by Nicolopoulos. Slams the ball on the ground in frustration. Point Beverly. Another unforced error for this Salem team, and that's what's really been binding them up. Noonan with the serve. Sent right back by the libero. Sprague sets it right up. Ellis tried to get up there, but it was in a weird spot. Couldn't tell which side it was on. Luckily, it landed on the Salem side, and point goes to Beverly. Kill's going to go to Sprague. It's her third. Noonan continuing this service. That one going off of Trinity Myers on that end line. It's going to be an ace. Timeout called by head coach Craig Massey after that ace from Katie Noonan. That was her first ace of the evening. She has no kills otherwise. They lead 7-2 in this second set. Beverly won that first set 25-21. A minute left to go in this timeout. Talked about Beverly's schedule coming up. Talk about Salem's now. They're 2-1 going into this game. 2-0 in the, 2-1. No, excuse me, 2-1 overall. 2-0 in the NEC. After this Beverly game, they will travel to Revere on Friday. Another NEC game for them. Then they'll host Beverly on Tuesday, and then they're going to go to Essex Tech for an out-of-conference game on Friday. The following Friday, September 22nd. October 4th, they will then host Danvers. It's going to be a tough game for them, even though it's not going to go against their league record. Then they round out schedule with Saugus, Winthrop, Essex Tech, Swampscott, and Winthrop. Salem JV team getting into it on the sidelines. Beverly leading 7-2 in this second set. Noonan still serving, and timeout did the Witches well, as that's going to sail past the end line. Point will go to Salem. They trail 7-3 in this second set. Serve from Salem. First touch by the libero. Sent over and out of bounds. Snow was the last to touch that one. 7-4 now as Salem strings together a couple straight points. Cassidy first to touch it, sent immediately back. Going to be set up on the outside, sent over. Cassidy there again. Gebhardt on the outside. She sets it up for Ellis. Nice attack. Nice dig there by Myers. Sano sends it over. Another attack from Sprague. It's going to sail far behind the end line. 3 straight points for the Witches. Couple of attack attempts for Beverly, sailing wide in this second set. Ellis is the first there. Snow now is going to bump it up. Ellis from the outside, dug out nicely by the senior captain, but can't be kept up by Sano. Point to Beverly, they'll serve. Ellis exits. In McGarrigle will enter. Serve from McGarrigle, that's going to be an ace. Miscommunication between Agno and her teammate. Believe number 16, Serena Ross. So McGarrigle, her first ace this evening. And another ace, 2 straight for McGarrigle. 10-5 now, Panther lead in the second set. McGarrigle comes in, immediately puts a spark in this Beverly team. Agno and Ross having trouble communicating these last 2 serves from McGarrigle. See if Myers can handle it. She does. Ross bumps it up, sent over by Sano. Now the libero on the Beverly side will bump it. Gethart to the outside. Cassidy, that's going to hit the antenna point. Salem, 10-7 lead now for Beverly. Another substitution, number 10 on the Salem side will come in to serve. Cassidy first there. Gebhardt quickly sends it over, trying to catch the Salem defense off guard. That attack from Myers will hit the net. Point Beverly. Star Thomas enters the game for the serving specialist, number 10. Jump serve from Snow. This one lands in the correct spot. The last few have sailed a little far. Double block for Beverly. Good attempt. And Cassidy going to get whistled for, I believe she stepped over that middle line. Hard to tell. It was on number 6 Cassidy, though. I'm pretty sure. Going to be an ace for Salem there. 11-8 now. They're holding in this second set. Beverly now the one shooting themselves in the foot. And another ace for Salem. Noonan struggling there on that back row. Another serve. This one handled cleanly by Snow. Gebhardt, Cassidy, her attack. It's going to be returned. Thomas gets it over. Snow, Gebhardt, lofted over there. Nice dig by Serena Ross. And the attack coming from the girl in the middle, number 1, Rupchnuk, will find the canvas. Salem has cut this lead down to 1 now, 11-10 in this second set. Gebhardt, Cassidy outside, her attack handled. Myers from the outside, first touch by the libero. Gebhardt going to set it up now. The outside again for Cassidy, hits off the top of the net. Chasing it down are the Witches, but Beverly will get the point. It's going to be Cassidy credited with that kill. Unofficially, that's her 3rd of the evening. Gebhardt serving now for the Panthers. Thomas sends it immediately back and sent right back by number 3, Kate Mulligan. She knew as soon as she hit it, she had put too much mustard on that one. Sails out of bounds, point Salem. Napierkowski, the serving specialist, one of many for this Salem team, comes right in, sends that one out of bounds. Beverly back to a 2-point lead. Napierkowski coming right out. Emily Nicolopoulos senior setter coming back in her place. McGarrigle, her serve, that's Cassidy. Her serve's going to sail well past the end line. Another substitution for Salem as Thomas comes out. (13-12) lead for these Panthers. Snow's first there. Gebhardt to Ellis on the outside. Her attack looked like it landed in bounds. They're going to call it that. Ellis credited with that kill. Another assist for Gebhardt. That's her 5th unofficially, and Ellis's 2nd unofficial kill. (14-12) lead for the Panthers. Serving now is Kate Mulligan. Final attempt for Salem to get it over. They do. Cassidy, Gebhardt on the outside. It's Ellis again. This time that hits the net. The Gebhardt to Ellis connection couldn't get it done this time. Going to be Sandra Agno serving again. For Salem, really seems like their best overall player. She's had quite a few assists, quite a few digs, as she couldn't dig that one out. That will land in there for a point for Beverly. But as I was saying, quite a few assists, quite a few digs, and a couple kills to her credit as well. Katie Noonan serving for the Panthers. 15-13, that one a little too much mustard. Back and forth here in this second set. Neither team can really pull away. 15-14 now. Serena Ross serving. Serve from Ross, first handled by the libero. Gebhardt gets in there. Noonan lofts it over. Set up for the outside. Snow's there. Gebhardt in the middle for Sprague. She just drops it. Has to be sent over. Not enough strength on that one. Point Beverly, 16-14. Great set by Gebhardt. And a great play there by Sprague to be aware of what was going on. Double block was set up from Salem. She knew if she dropped it in behind them, it was going to be hard for someone to come in and dig it. Luckily, they did for the Salem side, but they couldn't get it over on that third attempt as McGarrigle will serve for the Panthers. Returned by Myers. Gebhardt on the outside for Cassidy. Her attack. Got a rocket on her. 17-14 now. Another assist for Gebhardt. Another kill for Cassidy. Gebhardt's 6th assist. Cassidy's 4th kill. And Cassidy likes to get it on the outside. She keeps it on that side. She hasn't gone cross court with her attacks. She's kept it on that same side as she's been hitting from. This time it was the near side. Gebhardt sets it up for Cassidy again. This time she crosses it with her attack. Return from Salem sails out of bounds. 18-14 lead now for the Panthers in the second set. 7 points away going up 2 sets to none over Salem. And as we've said before, Beverly dominating at home against Salem. 4-0 in their last 4 meetings at home for Beverly. And Beverly won 6 of the last 8. Myers, that one going off her face and trying to regain composure, and she does. She, in between hits, she put her glasses back on, found the ball in a split second and sent it over, but it's Cassidy dropping that one in. Campfire for Salem. It's either Cassidy or Sprague. Still serving is going to be McGarrigle. 19-14 lead. As you can probably hear the Beverly High School football team now cheering on the Panthers. Because I can't hear myself talk. Another kill for Maddie Cassidy. 20-14 now, Panther lead, and Cassidy's putting on a clinic in the end of this second set. That's her 5th kill. McGarrigle still serving. Her service has gone on quite a while. 20-14 lead for the Panthers. It's returned. Snow's first there for Beverly. Gebhardt setting it up for Cassidy, and that results in another point, another kill, as instead of using that rocket of an arm of hers, she elects to fake it and just drop it in. 6 kills for her now. Timeout, Salem. Since McGarrigle got behind that end line and started serving, 6 straight points for the Panthers. They were up 15-14. She served them to 6 straight points, largely in part by the play of Maddie Cassidy. 4 kills for Beverly in this second set, coming from Cassidy. And it was Gebhardt who played really well in that first set, still playing well here, but Maddie Cassidy has really turned it on at the end of the second set, helping Beverly pull away to try to go up 2-0. McGarrigle waiting for the official signal to go ahead and serve. The service continues for McGarrigle. Third attempt from Salem. First touch by McGarrigle, kept up by Snow. It's going to have to be McGarrigle to send it over. She does on the third attempt. Sent it right back, and it's Cassidy sending it right back to Agnell. Noonan, Gebhardt, Cassidy on the outside. This one sails a little too far. 21-15. Lead for Beverly in this second set. They lead 1-0. Serving specialist, number 10 is going to come in, replacing Emily Magicomo. Low serve, kept up by Snow. Cassidy again, another rocket, dug out by number 10. Another one from Cassidy. She's feeling it in this second set. Myers gets it over. Gebhardt looking for Cassidy again on the outside. Not a lot of leverage, but that drops in. What placement, like John Lester painting corners over there in Wrigley. Yet Maddie Cassidy finding corners all over the court here in Beverly. 22-15, another kill for her. Three points away from a second set victory are the Panthers. It's going to be Snow serving, the libero. Jump serve. A very low serve. Nothing Thomas could do about that. The spin on that was crazy. She served that ball any lower, would have hit the net. Unluckily for Thomas, a lot of spin on that, goes right off her wrist. An ace there for Snow, her first of the evening. 23-15 Beverly in this second set. Beverly looking like a force to be reckoned with all season long. As another point, another ace for Snow and the Panthers. As I was saying, if Snow can play this well all season long with Gebhardt and Cassidy playing very well, a limited rotation for this Panther team. It usually is. A Coach Padavani team doesn't use a lot of subs, as that serve is going to go into the net for Snow. Still set point for the Panthers. As I was saying, not a lot of subs used historically for Coach Padavani. This seems to be one of her deeper teams, though, however. With the 6 that are out there on the court now, you also have Ellis, who has played a lot in this game, as well as Sprague. Now, I know what you're saying, only 2 people off the bench regularly coming in, but there were times a few years ago we saw 1 and none sometimes. But it's good for Coach Padavani to get this trust in some of her bench players. And I don't know if it's trust, as maybe there's a lot more talent coming in from Beverly. And that's what it seems like looking at this team grow over the past few years. Sent over by Myers. Cassidy's going to be, she's not going to be credited with that, because going to have the return from Cassidy. That hit the antenna. Okay, 24-18 now. Salem still hanging in. Serve from Sano. Kept in by Noonan. And nobody went after that for some reason, and kind of maybe questioning if that was going to go out of bounds or not when Noonan hit that. But Coach Padavani going to call a timeout. 24-19 Beverly lead in the second set. They won the first set 25-21. And that first set, as I said, was all Julia Gebhardt, but this second set's been all Maddie Cassidy. She has 5 kills in this second set alone, 5 of her 7. She also had an ace in that first set as well. So Coach Padavani taking a quick timeout. Only 15 seconds ran off the clock out of the minute 15. Then she sends her girls back out there. Probably just wanted them to settle down, realize that it's set point. 1 point left. Then you got one more set to send Salem home packing. So quick timeouts for both teams. Serving is going to be senior captain Brianna Sano. Kept up by Noonan. Gebhardt. Sano. To Thomas, and that sails out of bounds. Beverly takes the second set, 25-19. So Beverly takes the first, 25-21. The second, 25-19. Thanks in large part to Maddie Cassidy. 5 kills unofficially in that second set. She has 7 for the whole match to go along with 1 ace. Katie Mulligan adding 3 points of her own as well as Sprague. Katie Noonan with an ace. Brianna Snow, the libero, 2 aces, 2 kills. Sophie McGarrigle had a great service in this second set. 2 aces for her. Julia Gebhardt doing everything. A kill, 3 aces, and 6 assists, and 2 kills for Mariana Ellis. So looking at Beverly's games coming up, do have Medford. Medford's going to be an out-of-conference game, not a team that they're in conference now. Excuse me. With all of this confusion with everything, every team going to different conferences, small and large, and then North and South, and then A, B, and C, it changes every year. And that makes me cry. Okay, so the GBL is done now. Okay, so that's good to know. Greater Boston Leagues, no more. Somerville, Everett, Medford, and Malden coming into the NEC. But as I was saying, Beverly playing Medford. They're going to Medford. Excuse me, Medford's coming here on Friday. Then they're going to Salem again next Tuesday. That's going to be an interesting grudge match, especially if Beverly can handle this one in the third and final set. And then a couple more tough games. They have Danvers on September 21st, and then the following Monday they'll play Peabody. Peabody's been a team to be reckoned with in the NEC for forever. Going all the way back to Carolyn Skacke, Olivia Summit. They were the beasts of the Northeast, and I was terrified to walk into the Jem Nicol game because they were that intimidating. Coach Padavani sending out his girls for this third and hopefully final set if you're Coach Padavani. Head coach Massey for the Witches is looking to really just maybe gain some experience for his young squad. Wonder what his message was to the team in that last huddle. Gain some momentum going forward. Maybe feel this Beverly team out. Take another crack at them when they come to your house on Tuesday. officials checking in over at the scorer's table. It's going to be Snow, Gebhardt, Ellis, Cassidy, Noonan, and Mulligan. Out there for the Panthers. Gebhardt to start the service for the Panthers in this third set. Thomas first to touch it and goes directly out of bounds. Not a great start if you're the Witches, but a great start if you're Gebhardt and the Panthers. Another ace for her. That's her fourth of the evening. Serve from Gebhardt sent immediately back and goes immediately out of bounds. Ellis just watches it go. 2-0 Beverly. Again, we apologize for the graphics problem we've been having. No scoreboard up there for you, but updates as each team scores. Beverly leading 2-0. Won the first 25-21, the second 25-19. Another ace for Gebhardt and the Panthers. 3-0 lead in this third set. Beverly quickly running away. Another serve from Gebhardt. It's going to hit the antenna. Point Salem. 3-1 as they now will start their first service of the third set. Emily Nicolopoulos will be serving for the Witches. Set on the outside for Noonan. Her attack gets through. There's a few defenders right there at the net, but Noonan, it's going to be her first kill of the evening, coming in this third set to give Beverly a 4-1 lead. And who else start this service but Cassidy, who had a huge second set for the Panthers. 5 kills for her in that set alone. Sent over. Cassidy backpedaling, misjudged it. Bit of a spin on the ball that really took her by surprise, buckled her knees, and Salem cutting the lead down to 2. Serve from Myers right into the net. And that's the story for Salem today. They get a point, they get the chance to start a service of their own, and immediately they squander the opportunity and send that serve directly into the net. Mulligan. Another bad serve of her own. 5-4 lead now for the Panthers. 5-3. Each set seems to really start out like this, a little back and forth. Beverly goes on a bit of a run, then they shoot themselves in the foot, and then they just pull away there at the end. How each of the first 2 sets have gone is Sprague can't keep that one alive. She'll laugh it off. 5-4 lead still for the Panthers. Agno serving for the Witches. Snow first to touch it. Gebhardt for Noonan, another kill for her. Agno didn't even think about digging that one out. Second kill of the third set for Noonan. She'll serve now for the Panthers. Serve from Noonan. I believe that stays in bounds. It does. She's going to get the ace. That's her second tonight. So Noonan gets the kill, then she gets the ace there for her team. 7-4 lead now for the Panthers. 2 straight points, both coming from Noonan. Libero first to touch it there. Tried to be sent over on the third attempt. That hits the net. Unforced error by the Witches, so Noonan will continue her service. And Noonan serve, that'll hit the net. Drop down to the floor. Point Salem. Serve will be to Salem now, and it's going to be Brianna Sano, the senior captain. Haven't heard much from her tonight. Dug out there by Snow. Gebhardt for Noonan. That results in a point. Unforced error. It's going to come off of Agno as Ellis will exit, and coming in will be McGarrigle. Last time she came in, she went on a service that lasted about 6 serves. A 9-5 lead for the Panthers. Kept up there by Snow over the head of Cassidy. She couldn't find it. Serving specialist number 10. Her serve, first touch by the libero. Outside for Cassidy, set up by Gebhardt. It's going to result in a point. Maddie Cassidy with unofficially 8 kills tonight and 1 ace. Unofficial assist count for Gebhardt at 7. Serve from Snow will sail beyond the end line. 10-7 lead still for Beverly. Snow first to touch it off the serve from Napier-Kowski. McGarrigle's return a little too strong. Another point for Salem as Napier-Kowski will continue her service. Attack from Cassidy. Too much for Napier-Kowski to handle. That goes way back. 11-8 lead now for the Panthers. It's going to be Gebhardt to serve now for them. Her serve sent immediately back by Agno and immediately back by Cassidy. She gets a kill. Too much for Agno to handle. Agno seems a bit frustrated there too. Cassidy's kill count continues to rise. Like she's playing team deathmatch Call of Duty. 9 kills for her. 7 of which coming in the second and third sets of this match. Beverly well on their way to winning their second straight. That return from Salem is going to hit the net. Another point for Beverly. Gebhardt still serving for the Panthers. Dug out by Thomas, but sent right back by Cassidy, and another kill. She is on fire. That's 10. Gebhardt started it all in that first set. Playing like a woman on fire. Move over Denzel. And move over Gebhardt because Maddie Cassidy is now the woman on fire after the second and third set she's been having, totaling 10 kills in the entire match and 8 of them coming in these last 2 sets. Picked up by Snow. Gebhardt set up for Mulligan. Yabo! That's another campfire. 4th kill for Mulligan as Ellis re-enters and McGarrigle exits. 15-9, Beverly leading in this third set. What a long way this Beverly High School volleyball program has come as that serve from Cassidy Sails past the end line. I can remember the first season covering this volleyball team back in, I believe it was 2011. 6 years ago, making me feel old. They lost 27 straight sets in the 2011 season. It was really tough for the Panthers as they're trying to keep it up there. Good play by Snow, valiant effort by Mulligan. The point goes to Salem. Really, Coach Padavani has brought in a lot of talent. She's been holding these camps over the summer. You come into this gym any day over the summer, and there are about 30 or 40 girls playing volleyball all day long. Another kill from Ellis. And Beverly running away with this third set. Ellis's third kill, but a lot of credit to Coach Padavani. As I said, 2011, 27 straight sets this team lost. Followed it up a few years later with a 14-win season. Right now, we're about to beat Salem for the 7th time in 9 tries in the 5th straight home meeting against the Witches, as Ellis dominates at the net there. She says, no, no, no. Get that out. So Ellis enjoying a couple of late points in this third set as Mulligan will serve. Beverly leads 17-11, 2 sets to nothing. Races the top of the net. Agno trying to dig it out, doing all she can. She can't get it done. First ace from Mulligan in this third set. 18-11. Beverly pulling away. Sent immediately back. Mulligan looked a little bit confused, didn't know if she should go for it, didn't know if Ellis was going to come back, but luckily Beverly with that cushion, still leading by 6. Serve for Magno. Cassidy sends it sky high. Gebhardt. Noonan drops in front of, or in the middle of 6 Salem defenders. Really, we got to get a GIF on this screen. If Robert, you can hear me, the producer, we're going to replay that. We're just going to put a little fire emoji where the ball was in between all 6 Salem defenders. Beverly leads 19-12. Serve from Noonan. And that one's going to go off the scoreboard. Now, usually that's out of play, but I don't, maybe if it's the top of the scoreboard, I don't know, but Beverly's going to end up with the point on the unforced error. Happened twice earlier in this match where hits the scoreboard, it's considered out. It's one of the very intricate parts of this cavernous field house. Another serve from Noonan. Another return from Agno. Another kill for Sprague. That's her 4th tonight. Beverly leading 21-12. Noonan still serving. Serve from Noonan. Can't be dug out by Myers. That's an ace. Her 2nd of this service alone, 3rd of the match to go along with 3 kills. 22-12. Beverly dominating this 3rd set. Noonan serve, Myers to Agno. Sent over. Snow gets it up. Gebhardt to the outside. It's Ellis. She has to regain her footing. Salem trying to get it over, and it's going to be an unforced error leading in a Beverly point. And it was Ellis who lost her footing on the outside. She couldn't really get much leverage on it, so she had to go on her back foot and just drop it over. Luckily for her, Salem couldn't return it. 23-12, Noonan still serving. See if she can complete this service and complete this match for Beverly. Another point for Beverly. Unforced error after unforced error in this 3rd set for Salem. It's going to be match point for the Panthers. 25-21, they won the 1st set. 25-19 the 2nd. And if Noonan has anything to say about it, 25-12 in this 3rd and final set. Can she finish it with an ace? She can. Agno sends it out of bounds, 25-12 in the third set. Beverly takes it in 3 straight sets. That's the 7th time in the last 9 meetings where Beverly have taken down the Witches. 5th time in a row Beverly has beaten Salem at home. And they take it 25-21, 25-19, 25-12, and a dominating third set for the Panthers. And in the first set, it was all Julie Gebhardt. But in that second and third set, you can't say enough about Maddie Cassidy. 8 of her 10 kills coming in that second and third set. She also had an ace in there. Katie Noonan played well in the second and third sets as well. 4 aces for her, 1 to end the game. 3 kills to go along with it. Katie Mulligan with 4 kills and an assist. And as we talked about, Julie Gebhardt playing out of her mind. The woman on fire in that first set. She totaled 7 assists, 5 aces, and a kill. Those are all unofficial stats as well. So Beverly's going to take this win after a win against Stoneham. This is their first NEC win of the season. They improve to 1-1 in the conference, 2-1 overall. They're going to try to take this into their next game on Friday against Medford. Medford coming in here. BevCam will have it. I believe it's going to be Kaylee Peterson with the call at 5:30. I will not be here. But Beverly looking to win their 3rd straight going into that game, and it's going to be interesting to see them play at Salem on Tuesday as well, after these two teams who know each other pretty well are going to play each other within a week twice. So that will do it here from Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. For Robert Dokes, for Mark Lehman, and our camera people, I'm Alex Luco. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you Friday.